In the video, I showed you how we can use dynamic routing to switch between a list of products to the detail one, like this. Awesome. But if we look into our code right now, up here we're using the router here, and then we're sending the params, so the different information we want to send along with our click here, right? Our click function. In our case, we're sending all information down here. Now this, it's working, it's doing what it needs to, but it's not the best way of doing this. But for whatever we're doing right now, it's a good solution. It's a fine solution for really small apps and things like this. Then this is definitely worthwhile doing. But if you're going into creating bigger apps with more logic, more code, more data you need to use, then I would definitely urge you to look into things like VueJS instead. So this is a state management, and this is somewhere where we can actually store, create a local storage, centralized storage for our data, and we can use that to grab information. So kind of think like a upgraded version of emitting data, probing data, and things like this. And there's the entire page just devoted to this. Or if you're using a more cloud-based solution like Firebase, Firestore, then you would do it a little different as well. You would still link it by using the params here, product and the ID. But then in your product, instead of doing it in your data down here, you would create one that's called created probably. And then down here, you would grab the data, for example, from database Firestore. So grabbing Firestore data down here. This is not how you do it, of course. Firestore data. And then using this one here to store the information whenever the component is created, and then printing it out similar to this. But again, different ways, and just how we can actually optimize what we're doing here. But for now, we're just sticking with what we have right here because it's working, and then great, yeah. See you in the next videos.